What up, guys? I'm Nick Marino, and I'm going to talk to you about the movie The Favorite. The Favorite, man. Holy shit. This movie. So honestly, like, this movie made no fucking sense when I saw it. I'm gonna be fucking honest with you. The first time I saw it, I did not understand it, but then after a while, it sort of settled in what the movie was actually about. And if you watch this movie, you know, you might not get it. You might not get it, and you know, it takes a while to really understand what is going on. It's supposed to be funny, but it's very, like, it's dark, you know, it's very serious at the same time. So you don't know whether to laugh or not, but the whole movie is supposed to be like a joke. You look at the pictures of that time period online and you see men wearing wigs and it's like that's what the custom was, like royalty. It was just like if you were of higher status, you wore a wig and you wore this outfit that you looked like a fucking drag queen, essentially. The whole movie is just like, it's about our rulers, how the people who are in charge are just fucking selfish. They're just fucking selfish, and they're self-indulged in their own interests and desires, and they don't fucking give a shit about the people. Like, they kept bringing up, like, oh, what about war? You know, war is approaching. Oh yes, the war. Like, what the fuck's the war? What is the war? Like, they just kept mentioning, like, war is approaching. War is approaching. Oh yes, war. Thank you for reminding me about the war, the ever-present war. It's like climate change, you know? It's like, oh, global warming. You know, global warming, that's a thing.
I declare bankruptcy!
And then the duck racing parts and the parts where they throw the oranges at the guy, like, it's just ridiculous, like, ridiculous's about people in power, and the Queen doesn't really touch on, like, the actual things that fucking matter. It's like the taxes and how Rachel Weisz's character literally is having an affair with the Queen, and basically, like, she's like threatening her and saying, if you don't do this, I will pass a bill that raises the tax incentives on all the people. Like, you're just fucking over a whole country just because of your fucking stupid little fucking pettiness. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. But that's actual people in government. They make it a lesbian affair, dude. They make it a fucking lesbian affair in the movie because, like why make it anything else? Like, that's an interesting choice that Emma Stone's character sees an affair happen, like the Queen is secretly like a lesbian, but like that's an interesting choice because, like, you know, it's supposed to be like striking. Like, why the fuck not? You know, like let's make it fucking different, bro. Let's make it fucking different, and then let's also, on top of that, shit, you know, disturb the audience, fucking shit, shock them with something that during that time would be fucking crazy. It could have been her sleeping with some guy, but they made it a girl, and that's fucking interesting. It's an interesting choice. It's different, and it really sets the mood of what that time, the time of that piece, you know, the 1800s, what it would have felt like to see the Queen doing something secret behind everyone's back. And then the ending of the movie makes no fucking sense, but they did it on purpose because, like, it just adds to the whole theme of, like, this nothingness that everybody's just talking about, and the indulges, the Queen just crying like a little baby every 5 minutes. If you watch the whole movie, she cries and bitches and moans more than she fucking passes decrees and actually does real fucking business. Like, most of her problems are just revolving around herself. And that's what the whole ending of the movie is. It's just this endless cycleness of just self-indulgence and just fucking just being all over yourself. Like, that's what that whole thing is. It's just fucking ridiculous. It's like nothingness. It's fucking stupid. It's just this fucking the best way I can fucking describe. When all the fucking ducks, not the ducks, the fucking the bunnies hopping around the fucking faces of them, and they're just staring off the distance. It's just this fucking nothingness. This nothingness that exists. Oh man, it's fucking crazy. Also, the quotes in the movie Those are all devices. Like if you're watching the movie and you're like, why the fuck are these weird quotes, and why is the font, like the typography of the font style of the quotes and shit, everything's all spaced out and everything just looks fucking weird. That's just a device just to go with the general theme of like properness and royalty, but what I'm saying makes no fucking sense. This movie is brilliant. It's fucking brilliant, and it takes a while to really settle in as to what it is, but it's actually like really genius. That's my 2 cents on it. At the end of the day, just do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm Nick Marino. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace the fuck out.